Yo, it won't even go live, you know. Saying error. Let me try again. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live for Midday Live. We are here with the man them. Couple of brothers are on their way. You know them ones. But we're here with LB in the building first and foremost. 3-point collectors for you.
Yeah, man. 3-point collector. I realise at the moment on this current small panel that I am the only 3-point collector. You know what I mean? This week, which is
all right.
Which is a bit of... George thought he was going to be a 3-point collector. At half time, he was like, "Oh, 3-point collector, show." But then, yeah, something happened, which we'll speak about.
I actually wasn't, to be honest.
I know we know what.
Team far too old to know that I wouldn't be shaking my hands at.
Nah, bro.
Nah, there's no cap, man. I know my team far too well. This is a basketball transitional football, so it can always go either way. But yeah, man. As you can see, no do-rag this week. Hairline looking through crazy like Tottenham. So yeah, man, is what it is. We're here though.
Game is the game.
We're gonna get into it because you were talking a lot of talk. You know them ones there, bro. You were talking a lot of talk. You know them ones there, and you got 3 points at Old Trafford, yeah. But you got to remember who your club is, Jods. You got to remember the history of the Tottenham. You know them ones there. You got to remember you lot are. Did you hear that? Should I play that one more time? That's what you are. Bottlers in it. You know what I was there? Nobody ain't gonna take you seriously, you know. Unless you take away that bottlers gene that's within your fan base, within your club, that's infested. Ain't nothing gonna go on in your club, you know. Like you, man, were 2-0 up. You were living life. And then you bottled it. You know how mad that is? Like how
Brighton,
how
bro.
can you, man, get excited week in, week out? Like you
Against
think
Brighton.
you're going somewhere. You think you're going somewhere. And then bam, back down to reality. It's mad. Look where you were last week, John.
I mean,
look, you were on cloud 9. Now you're back to
nah,
ground
we
zero.
weren't on cloud 9, man. We only
You
beat
were,
United
man.
last week.
You thought
You
you won
guys
the
aren't
league.
anything to praise about. Don't get me wrong.
thought you won the league.
I was happy to cook you, but when we talk about the relative points of where the teams are at, Man United is not nothing to praise unbeaten. Going to Old Trafford, as I said, you're everyone's whipping boys. Everyone gets a go at Manchester United. So right now, I can't be too gassed about that. Brighton are a better team than you guys, so I knew going into this game it was going to be a tough one. I knew it was going to be problematic, and unlike LB said at 2-0 at half time, I really wasn't like you didn't see me tweet. You can check. I didn't tweet nothing. I didn't send any. I usually message into the group chat when Tottenham are doing something. I didn't send no messages into any group chats because I was wary. I know this Tottenham team, and I know it well enough, and I know that. Unfortunately, like you guys said, they're bottlers, man. They're fucking bottlers. There's far too many times that I even saw the stat. Tottenham have bottled a 2-0 lead more than any other team in Premier League history, man. It's a joke. It's a joke, and you have to laugh at it as a Spurs fan. You do, because it's always us. As Balotelli said, why always me? Why always me? Why say fuck me for, bro? Why ruin my evening? Like,
George,
because
is it true?
Want to fucking turn up.
George, I heard something. Yeah, I want to ask you if this is true. Is it true that you've only beaten one top 10 team since December?
Yep.
You're not Spurs alike, yeah. Spurs are like
I don't know. I don't think that's not a true stat. I don't think
is that not a true stat. Why Spurs fans teams? Why Spurs fans putting this out? Then Spurs fans are saying this.
I don't think it's a true stat. I think it's maybe obviously people would have to go back and check when the games are played, where the teams are positioned. But I know a few teams that we've beat within that time frame that I would expect to be within the top 10. But if they weren't placed in the top 10 at the time, then I'm wrong.
That must be then, that's what I'm not saying. The Spurs fans are telling me this. Spurs fans are coming in my stream saying, "Bro, we ain't beating anyone in the top half of the table, bro."
I don't think that's true at all, though. I don't think that is true.
No, it's true. It's true. It's true, man. You think you're beating one team?
Show us away from home. If it's just away from home, then yeah, we beat Aston Villa away from home 4-0 in March. So
let me play this video, man.
Well, it depends if it's just away from home or not.
Come on! Keeper should have saved it. Yeah. Terrible. Good. Timo assist.
That is lovely.
Come on, man. Look at these fools. They're talking about Timo assists, man. These are top yids. They're like, how you have your top reds. These are the top yids. We don't listen to these fools, man. They're out here celebrating Timo, Like, send that guy back to Germany with a fucking first-class ticket. He's shit.
That's a madness.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my days. Sensational.
George, apparently, I've been told, apparently, you've only beaten one team in the top 10 of the table at the time that you played the team. And that must have been the Villa game, because United weren't in the top 10 when you beat them. Apparently, that's what people are saying.
Yo, that's crazy.
You've only won one game against a top 10 side, since December. That's a madness, bro. You are basically a flat track bully. I was going to say it before.
It might have been, I guess.
Nah, bro, hold this, yeah. You are like that kid at school, bro, that just goes round bullying all the small kids, yeah, and don't want to pick on someone their own size, mate. Yeah, you guys, yeah, you need to get spine. You need to start challenging these bigger teams, these better teams. Yeah, what you did yesterday, 2-0 up against Brighton. Saeed's right, bro. You got no bottle, yeah. You're an embarrassing football team, mate. Yeah, you got Maddison out here scoring a goal that should have been saved and then like going to the, yeah, look at me, mate. What a great goal. And then holding 3 goals, mate. Yeah, his substitutions were horrendous. Yeah, the way that he set up in that second half was spineless.
LB, you're better than that.
No, I'm not better than that. I'm not, honestly, bro. I'm not better than that. I promise you, I'm not better. Bro,
because you're sitting here trying to. If you want to cook Madison, at least cook him with some sauce. Add some ingredients.
I'm not better than that.
Add some ingredients.
Because what you're doing right now, you're saying,
you need to have some Madison scored a goal that the keeper should have saved.
Bro, the point is, your players do not know how to see out a game. Your games do not know how to see out a game. Yeah, you were 2-0 up against Brighton. You need to come out in that second half and lock it off. And you just come out there, and the way that you play football is just mad. And yeah,
I don't think that's the player issue. I think the problem with us seeing out games. The problem with us seeing out games, for me, I look at Ange. I look at the manager for that. Because if we're 2-0 up and you go into a second half, like you said, because they come out with a lot higher intensity than us. They looked like a team that wanted to play the game. They wanted to bring it to us. We should have made the changes. I said from the 55th minute, you could sort of see the momentum shifted. They'd already gone 2-1. And they're looking at pushing on that for that second goal. I wanted to see Basuma and Saka come on at that point. I wanted to see Werner come off the pitch. I think at that point, you probably could have took off Maddison or Kulusevski because we didn't need as much creation. We needed someone to slow the tempo down and control the game. The problem with Spurs at the moment, in general, in all of the games that we play, is we don't have control. We lack the moments in the games where when it's 60th minute, let's slow it down. Let's take it for 20 minutes where we're just going to pass the ball around. And to be honest, it don't really make sense to me because when it comes to keeping possession, we're one of the better teams in the league at doing it. I just don't understand why we can't keep possession for the sake of keeping possession. It's like we want to move forward with the ball, but then there's times where we get into that area and then we just end up passing it back. But then we're still trying to play the dangerous passes. But yeah, no, I definitely look at Ange. I look at Ange and saying that he should have made the changes quicker. It was quite clear to see that Brighton had flipped the game on its head and they were taking it to us. And we need to see the changes come in early. But defensively, that's where all the issues were yesterday. That's the only way I can put it. It was all down.
Let's talk about Van de Ven, yeah. How many times does Van de Ven get twisted about, bro? Have you noticed? Has anyone just like
you can only name 2 games? That's gonna be this game and the Newcastle game. You can't name any others.
A lot of people have been talking about it, yeah. Like Van de Ven, when there's like space to run into, he's a demon in it. Like he's gonna catch you. But when you actually put him to the ground, yeah, you twist him, yeah. He gets exposed a lot, you know, man. Have you actually deeped it though? Really and truly, George.
Because let's be honest, though, let's take a look at physics here. Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah.
He's about 6'4". Any player that big, he's so far from the floor. Let's be honest, he's not going to be that good at close spaces with his feet.
So like, ground.
Move.
No, George. No, but
George. If you think when I look at Minte and I look at Rotna and I look at Mitoma, they're all really good at close ball dribbling. That's what happened yesterday. They killed Van de Ven.
You know what it is, George?
And the ball's close, and you got to be agile. He's not agile. He's too big for that. Go on, bro.
George, do you know what it is, bro? Like, I get what you mean. Like, because Van de Ven's so tall, against players with low center of gravity, he's gonna struggle, and it's hard to kind of when you're jockeying as a defender, when you're that tall, it's hard to switch. But I agree with Saeed, bro. I do feel, regardless of his stature, bro, I do feel he gets ripped a bit, and I rate Van de Ven highly, bro. For me, he's your best centre back, but he does get ripped a bit too often. And I get what you're trying to say, bro.
Name me the games, because it's only this game in Newcastle that you've seen him exposed. Now, you cannot see him have a game outside of it. It's 2 games in 12 months. We can't start calling him a shit.
You know what, George? I can't remember the specific games, but LB and Syed am I bugging in the chat. There's times you watch Van de Ven, it's like, oh, he's got beat a bit easy there. I can't remember the game. I can't remember the games, but bro, I've seen him get skinned a few times.
We've seen it. Nobody's saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying this.
And even then, yesterday. No, go on, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
George, I think there's a bit of a delay on your end, you know.
And yesterday, a lot of the focus, I see what people are doing here. To be honest, I wouldn't put the focus on Van de Ven. If I was going to look at us defensively, I'd say Udogie and Romero are 2 worst defenders yesterday. Romero mainly because, and you know what, I do need to come out and say this because I'm his biggest fan. He's been poor. He's been poor this season. He's
Who's
been
that?
very
Who's that?
poor, especially when we conceded goals. I'm Romero's biggest fan. And I think he's a really good player, but the lapses in concentration at the back of what killed us in most of the games. He killed us in the Arsenal game, he killed us in Newcastle, and he killed us for pretty much all 3 goals yesterday. Most of them, Welbeck most particular, him and Porro are ball watching as the ball come across. They were ball watching throughout the whole passage of play, and I can only look at my main centre back, the guy that's supposed to be leading my back line. He needs to be better. He needs to be better. And all the goals could be avoided if he was in the right positions, actually marking Danny Welbeck. I think Welbeck just had a really good game, some great movement. But yeah, no, I would definitely look at Udogie and Romero, yesterday, rather than Van de Ven as our 2 worst performers.
Do you know what I'm going to say, George, though, yeah? For me, this is where Ange got it wrong at half-time, and I agree with LB. You're 2-0 up, you're in cruise control. You look light years ahead of Brighton in that first half in isolation, yeah? But when you go 2-0 up and they're growing into the game, I would say Ange needed to make the subs of Basuma and Mikey Moore and possibly even Saar a bit earlier, because when you look at Kulusevski, Madison, and who else was in there? Bentancur, they're all technicians. There's no real solidity in there. Like, there's no one that will really get about, but they're all very good footballers. You needed that. You needed that solidity when Brighton were going into the game. And like you said, Ange made the subs a bit too late. I think they were the right subs, but they need to be a bit earlier, because I swear when you made the Basuma sub, you were already, it was 2-2, correct me if I'm wrong.
It was already 3-2.
It was
I'm pretty sure the sub on after 3-2, and to be honest, Ange was pretty much pathetic in his post-match press conference, because he was saying, I would have made the subs earlier, but it wouldn't have made no difference because the intensity was already gone. They'd already take the game to us, and by that time, they pretty much basically admitted defeat and said Tottenham weren't turning up at that point. We had nothing to do. He didn't accept defeat, but that's what he alluded to. And I just like you, Roms, I was fuming. I'm fuming with the fact that we didn't make the changes earlier. I'm fuming that I didn't see the team come out and even look to create any dangerous chances. Because even I think they said from when we scored our second goal, we only had 1 shot on target onwards from there. We only created 1 or 2 chances onwards from there.
You know what's a madness about this comment that you said on screen then, yeah? You know that SS comment, yeah? It's who we are, mate, yeah? I genuinely think, though, yeah, he needs to understand that he is managing Spurs at 2-0 up. He needs to know, right, this team has it in them to throw this away. And the way he managed to side at half-time with the substitutions, yeah, doesn't tell me that he's realised yet that he's managing a team that is capable of throwing away a 2-0 lead. And that is on the manager for that. I still think the players were absolutely shambolic in that second half, and I think they have to take largely part of the responsibility. But Ange needs to know that these players are capable of throwing away a 2-0 lead, and then he needs to sort that out with like.
I don't think it's down to him knowing that the players are capable, LB, because he sets us up in the way that we would give away 2-0 leads, regardless of the players. He needs to know that, bro. No, I know that, but regardless of the players, if we had my point is, if we played with Man City's players in Ange's system, you would concede goals at 2-0 up regardless, because the way that we play is so gung-ho. So much transition. There's no control. That is constantly back and forth end-to-end football. He needed to change, make a few tactical tweaks. Like he said, bring in Basuma to maybe drop in front of the defense, maybe play with a double pivot for the rest of the.
That's what I'm saying, though, George.
He should have done that. But it's the way that he plays is, I don't know why he didn't do it early enough. He didn't recognize it soon enough. And you're right.
Before LB, even the United game, and listen, you battled us in it, but even that United game when we had 10 men, there was a period of where Tottenham lost control of the game a little bit. It was like you let United go into the game with 10 men. That's warning signs, bro, that your club doesn't have control. Like, how is your man got Basuma on the bench here? Like, and you just having to play these 2-8s. Like, away from home, stop the gimmick. Like, you've 2-0 up, wrap the game up, bring on Basuma, whatever time you need to bring him on, and then just say, you know what? We're gonna take the 2-0 and we're gonna relax now. No more messing around now. Timo Werner, like I said to you, might got the assist, but he's still shit. You feel me? Like, he is still shit player. So it's like but then again, Ange doesn't want to do that. Ange has got a philosophy. He's like, yo, this is what I am, this is who we are, and we're not gonna go by that. We're not gonna go against them principles, and it's gonna bite him in the ass. It is gonna bite him in the ass, and bro. It's peak, man. So, bro, Brighton haven't played well this season, you know. Brighton have not played well this season. Yeah. And they came back from 2-0 down.
No, you're not saying that. You're not going to say that. people are trying to change. They've only lost one game this season. Their only losses
No,
against
but bro,
Chelsea.
No, but then George, I swear that was their only second win. I might be wrong. Maybe it was their third, but they've been
win,
drawing a lot.
They've had a lot of draws, runs, but this is the story of Brighton every year. They have about 15 draws every year. This isn't something new. They failed to get over the line, but they're a very good team. When you actually watched them yesterday, yes, they looked poor in the first half, but in the second half, they showed you the quality of what they can bring out. That front line is dangerous. I think many teams in the league are going to have trouble with Mitoma and Minte defending them on the flanks. I just think people are trying to say I'm painting the story that Brighton aren't good. It's lies. Brighton are a very good team. They got a draw against Arsenal. Yes, they lost against Chelsea, but they're going to pick up points against most of the big clubs because of the way they play. They're dangerous. I didn't actually expect us to win yesterday. You can try and search anywhere online. I didn't predict Tottenham to win because I thought we're gonna walk away with a point. I knew it was gonna be a dangerous game, but I just didn't expect it to turn out the way it did. 100%. It was poor,
bro. Yeah, go on.
It's a quick question, side, yeah, for George. I know he played I think it was 90 minutes, but don't you think Mikey Moore could have started this game?
Yeah,
over like a Werner, bro, because the thing with Werner, right, we all know, for me, it's low hanging fruit. We all know what he is. Like, even the opening, 30 seconds, bro, like, bro, that pass was easy to make. Do you know what I mean? He's just not good. But don't you think Ange could have possibly? I know he's not naturally Mikey Moore's not a wide player, and
he is. He's a wide player. He's a left-sided player. He plays on the left side. That's where
I think the games I've seen him play more pre-season, more 10. But he could have played over Werner. I know Odebert's injured and Son's injured, but he could have played over.
Yeah, no, I'd 100% played him over Werner, and I think a lot of the Tottenham fans were in agreement that we wanted to see him, especially after the 90 minutes against Ferencváros. Obviously, they're a poor team, but you can see the quality he has on the ball. I think the problem that we have is, like you saw in those first 30 seconds, that is why we play Werner, is those types of runs that he makes. I don't think Mikey Moore's making those runs. He's a player that he wants the ball to feet in it. He's going to come to feet and then dribble past you, sort of touchline winger. He's more of a 1v1 dribbler, whereas Werner's going to get in behind. I still think Werner shouldn't play because regardless, the amount of times he gets in behind, he doesn't add nothing to us. He made one good pass yesterday and it was a 5-yard pass for an assist. Apart from that, nothing. I want Mikey Moore to start, but I don't think he's willing to chuck the 17-year-old in there to start in the Premier League that soon. I don't think he thinks he's ready.
Mate.
I hear it. He's very young, man. There'll be a lot of pressure to throw on him to start.
Yeah, but who cares about that, bro? Like, at the end of the day, this Werner guy, and like Rom said, it is low hanging fruit, yeah. But at the end of the day, like this guy should not be playing for Spurs, man.
He wouldn't play. If we had Son or Odebert, he's literally fifth in the pecking order.
The guy shouldn't even be at your squad.
He doesn't even get into the majority of Prem teams. He shouldn't even be in your
squad, let alone your first 11. That's the point I'm making. He shouldn't even be in your squad.
Nope.
And do you know what, LB? You know what, LB? That's another thing on Ange, because didn't he sanction, I want this guy to be here another season? You've got to look at Ange for that one as well, because to see what Werner did last season.
I don't know if that was Ange, man. I think that's a Levy move, because I think, I'll be honest, he come out and said it, but I'll be honest, though, I think that...
Is it one of the ones where he was like forced to? It wasn't actually from...
We signed in May. Even started before we even started planning for next year. I'm 100% sure Levy thought, let's bring him in. This is going to save us some money on another forward. We ain't going to need to sign one because we've got one here on loan already. 100%. I don't think Ange wanted him because there's no way. Timo Werner's shit, man. We know what to expect from this guy. And like you said, it's low-hanging fruit because every week we can get mad and call him out, but this is the level of what he is. Who even expect when he went yesterday, I'm sure you guys were licking your lips like, fuck, they're not going to do nothing with this. And
no. 100%. It's spot on. It's spot on, man. Fair play to Brighton, though. They came back and that Danny Welbeck. Listen, I tried to tell him, told on the big six, I said, yo, man, watch out for Danny Welbeck. He's a handful and that. You get me? Like, and bro, he scores goals. You know what I mean? This season's been actually on form this season.
His all-round play that's so good. I think like he's
all-round play. I told you, bro. His all-round play is good.
It's always at the top six as well. He's always
compared to other strikers in the league, he's up there, man.
Yeah, I mean, and Mitoma as well, bro. Like, people disrespect Mitoma. Yeah, cool. He can be, he might not get, but bro, in terms of the assist, since 2022 or 2023, I think only De Bruyne and someone else. Is it Cole Palmer? Someone else.
Palmer. I see that stat.
Yeah, only them two have got more assists. Like it's mad. Mitoma's disrespected in this game, bro. Like this guy's dribbling is unbelievable. Like genuinely, bro. Like my man's close control. The way he was going through your defense, slicing them open, mate. You know what I mean, bro? Like quality.
Do you know what is side that? That's the thing. Football fans are fickle because he did his ACL, didn't he? He was out majority of.
Yeah, majority. Yeah, of course.
I don't know if it was ACL, but it was a serious injury. And I said, after injuries like that, especially the way he plays and his best attribute dribbling, you're gonna have to let him take time. That's why when everyone's saying Matoma's done out, he's not the same player. So let him cook. And I think yesterday was that kid's announcement game. Like, I'm back. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm actually back now. I'm starting and I'm gonna start playing well because. Yeah, man, injuries like that, they're not a joke. But I think Matoma was class yesterday. Honestly, he was class. And I think the high line favours him. Because even though he doesn't really make runs in behind, similar to what you're saying with Mikey Moore, George, yeah, like Matoma likes ball to feet and he has to run at you. But still, if he knows that space is in behind, he will hurt you with the ball as opposed to running in behind and receiving the ball. So, yeah, man, I think Matoma, I told guys just to be patient on him, man. But he'll be back. Remember, he was linked with every club, City, Chelsea.
Everyone.
I think you lot for a bit. I think even Spurs for a bit. So he was linked with everyone at a point. It was like the flavour of the month. Just take time with Matoma, man.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like I said, with Tottenham, they are gonna have these results in it. Like that's why I don't really put them in the top 4 because I just feel like it's just gonna be so up and down. You might go get a result here. You might go get a result there. You know what I mean? It's too much fluctuation, man. You get me? So and like I said to you, Ange ain't gonna change the way he plays. He's going to keep playing the way he plays. So,
but do you know what inside? Like, don't you think? I spoke to a lot of Spurs fans, George included, and I get that managers don't want to change their philosophies, but sometimes it's horses for courses. Just some games, just tweak it. And that tweak for maybe 15 and 20 minutes could be the difference of you getting 3 points and no points. Yeah, like LB was saying. Just tweak it a bit. I'm not even saying tweak it the whole game because they got in pole position. That first half, yeah, Spurs were light years ahead of. I thought they should have been 3, 4, 5 up, yeah. And then it's like, cool, maybe drop your high line 10, 15 yards back. But it's like, no, I'm still going to persist, make subs late. And you know what? Big ups Brighton's manager. I forgot his name, but he actually counteracted that because he brought on, what's his name? He brought on Enciso and the other playmaker. I forgot who else they brought, but Enciso and another one, and they just packed them midfield, bro. Yep. They packed them midfield, and they just
but Roms. So this is the thing, yeah. So you're 2-0 up against Brighton away from home, right? You know they're a good team, Brighton. On the day they can be decent, yeah. Yeah. You're at halftime. You're 2-0 up. You know you've got a fragile team, yeah, because you know Spurs are fragile, yeah. You're saying to them, right, lads, when you go out in the football pitch. For 10 minutes, I want you to dull this game. Everyone is watching this game on TV. Yeah, I want them to turn it off the telly because you're killing it. You want to get to 55, 60 minutes with no goals conceded, just dead it off. What happens? 2 minutes later, Brighton have scored 1 and it's now 2-1. And then all of a sudden, from that moment on, there was only one winner because you're rattled. And this is what I'm talking about, experience. The manager yesterday got it wrong. Yes, the players were disastrous in that second half and they have to take responsibility. But the manager has to make changes. He has to set that team up in the second half to get through a portion of that second half with not conceding. And if you get to the 60, 65th minute, the worst case scenario then really is going to be a draw. Surely you can't, even Spurs can't concede 3 goals in like the last 20 minutes of a game. It's just the way that Spurs play. Like, listen, I like watching Spurs. They're exciting, but they're exciting because they're shit. They don't have game management. They do not have game management, and that was evidenced yesterday.
Yeah, facts, 100%. Let's carry on. Let's move over to Man United. Please, guys, smash a like on the video. We got 1.6K in the building. Don is on his way. Lee couldn't make it today, so big up to Lee each and every time. But Don is on his way. But Man United, man, deadest game yesterday. Ten Hag still in the job. I'm fuming. We hear reports of Tuchel, but I can't lie. It's a Manchester Evening News reporting that. You get me? That's as good as flipping. You know what I mean? Like it's mad. One of us can report same way as Manchester Evening News can report, man. It's that bad. But yeah, bro, dead game. You know what it is? Yeah, I can excuse Villa, for having a bad game because it was, bro, they were tired from Bayern Munich game. They had loads of man out. Onana was out. There was bare man out. But United, bro, we literally were clueless. We were soulless. I think we barely had a shot on target. Like, it was absolutely wank, bro.
Do you know what's the idea? Like, I know Twitter's Twitter and you can't take it too seriously, but I saw United fans saying, it was a good half from one of our best halves now. And that's how low the stands have dropped. The fact you didn't concede a goal in the first half, some fans thought, we're actually doing something here. You did nothing. Like, that game, and big up Billy. I was speaking to Billy, the Villa fan on Friday. I had a feeling it would be a draw because Villa put so much emotion and they exerted a lot of energy against Bayern Munich. I knew there would be a bit of a hangover, but I just know United aren't that team to take advantage of it. But that game was dead from start to finish. That was actually such a boring game. And yeah, like I think the inevitable does happen this window. I hope it doesn't. But there are. I know you said the Manchester Evening News said Tuchel, but then there's some that yesterday I was saying in the evening that maybe they don't want to sack him this international break. I don't know how true it is or whatnot, but I think it does. I think it does happen soon. But it's just time for him to go. Your worst ever start to a Premier League campaign. Ever.
Well, they're 14th, bro. They're 14th. And you know what as well, yeah? You United fans have got to hold this, right? Because some of you guys try to gaslight all the football fan base in the summer saying, oh, there's nobody out there. There's no other managers out there. Bro, Hansi Flick now, yeah? What about him? Yeah, what about all the other managers? You try to tell me that Ten Hag is the best manager in the world right now that you can get. Well, I thought he's a big club. Go and get Inzaghi from Inter Milan. Oh, you're not a big club. You can't get him. Go and get someone else from another club. Why you always want these managers that are not attached, yeah? Honestly, some of your fan base, man, are weird, bro. Yeah, and in the summer, every time I'm tuning into a YouTube stream, yeah, whether it's yours, whether it's something else, all I'm hearing from United fans in the chat or whatever is, well, who else can we get? What manager can we get? There's nobody out there. Try to tell us that Ten Hag's the best manager. Honestly, you guys deserve this year. You're 14th for a reason. Yes, because you didn't have the bottle, to sack the manager after the FA Cup win. Yeah, that's what you should have done. You should have parted ways with the manager. You should have said, thank you for the memories. Thank you for the FA Cup. Thanks for the Carabao Cup. Pretty good considering you're a crap manager, but we've got to move on. But because you didn't have the bottle, because you didn't have the minerals to sack him, you're now 14th, mate. 2 wins in 7 Premier League games, yeah? And your club's an absolute embarrassment and a joke, yeah? So you got to hold this, yeah? Now you got to go look for another manager while you gaslight us all again, yeah? And tell us that there's no one else better than Ten Hag. Hilarious, mate. I'm sitting back, man. Yeah, I'm sitting back, cashing these side reaction checks in every single week, man. We're on our 7th one of the season, bro. It's shit's hilarious. And I'm still seeing United fans out here saying, who can we get? Who can we get? There's nobody out there. All right, then. Sweet. I tell you what, if there's no one better out there than Ten Hag, when Pep Guardiola leaves City, I'm retiring from football. Because if Ten Hag's the best that's out there, yeah, we're all fucking mudded. I'm telling you that for truth.
Do you know what it is as well? And this is why I say, United fans, you're right, LB. They deserve this, but also they need to give stick to INEOS. INEOS actually deserve this. Your first big decision, and you decide to keep him. INEOS turned into fans. After that FA Cup, the sentiment got involved. INEOS turned into fans himself. Like, you know what? He's won a trophy. He's won another trophy again. Even though the football's shy, even though we can't see progression with the team, he's won a trophy. You know, we're now seeing fans that might want to keep him on again. Let's give him even more of his play. Because you know what's crazy, yeah? You see, like, a lot of managers will sign players that they may have not worked with, but it's still their players. These are actually Ten Hag's players. Like a good 5, 6 in 11. Like they're actually his guys. They're not just signings that he wants to work with. You've already worked with them, and they're still not progressing. So United is funny. Like LB said, long may it continue. I hope they give him more time, but I think that they're going to pull the plug. I'll probably give it till maybe Wednesday, Thursday. I'm seeing reports you got a meeting in London.
Yeah, we got a meeting on Tuesday. But what meeting, bro? Yeah. Listen. These meetings, yeah, I swear down, bro. You know when
emergency meeting,
bro. Like broski, like man, are having meetings for what, bro? You literally had us having a review for 2.5 weeks here, only for you to go to Tuchel. He didn't want it. Go to De Zerbi. Financially, it didn't make sense or whatever. Then he went all the way to IB4, went on interrupted his holiday just to give man say, yo, listen, you got your job, bro. We're gonna give you a contract. You're the guy in it. And then Ten Hag had the cheek here to go on national television and say, yo, that man ruined my holiday. Like, he then was in control. Like, bro, that man was in control because he was like, yo, they might ruin my holiday. They knew what I was about. And, bro, you think Ten Hag's going to be thinking, oh, like, you know, I got some pride in me. Like, bro, he ain't got no pride. He's got his money. Forget pride, man. He's saying, yo, if you want to sack me, you got to pay me off. I want to be paid off. He wants to be paid off. He ain't going to leave because he'll talk about process. He'll talk about trophies. He'll keep saying the same stuff because it's true. He has won 2 trophies. But obviously, if the club say, nah, it's still been shit, and you're now having the second worst season after you literally last season had the worst ever season, you broke your own record. You know what I mean? We're 14th, minus 3 goal difference. Bro, it's shit, bro. And you're still saying this is good. He's going to forever gaslight us.
Do you know what I was saying, bro? Do you know what I'll say? If he's still in the job by next Wednesday, Thursday, when the players come back, you need to be worried. You need to be, because the way I see it is, if they don't sack him by that time next week, he's working with them again. He's going to welcome them. He's probably going to, obviously, they're going to train a few days before your game. I don't know your next game, but I'd say if he's not gone by middle of next week, I'd be worried, side, because that would indicate to me they're giving him a bit more time, or maybe 1 or 2 more games. When they just need to get, objectively speaking, they just need to get it done now. Like they genuinely need to. And this is why I keep saying to United fans, be mad at Ten Hag, but be mad at INEOS as well, because these are the ones that employ this guy. You have to be mad at
no. My energy's changed now. My energy's changed. Like my head is now with this INEOS, bro, because it's INEOS fraud watch night now. You feel me? It's literally INEOS fraud watch, because for me, you can't be saying and having this Avengers. Did you see the Avengers, guys? You can't be bringing the whole of this team, to games, and acting like you're going to do shit, bro. You ain't doing shit, bro. How you bringing these man here to a football game, and act like everything's okay? Look at him. He brought the whole squad.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
He brought in his performance director. He brought in the CEO. He brought in the director of football. He brought in the technical director. And then he said, you know what? Let's just bring Fergie as well.
Yeah, Fergie needs to just go Brazil on the beaches or something, man. What's he still doing here, man, watching this, man? It's not good for him. The thing is, though, your fan base is a naive fan base. When United give him a new contract in the summer, they're, oh, look, we're backing him. We're backing him. Giving it. No, you're not. You give him a 1-year contract extension, bro. A 1-year contract. It was so obvious to everybody who knows anything about football that was a pity contract. That was basically INEOS trying to pretend like they're sticking with their man. If they were going to stick with the man, they would have given him a 5-year contract extension. Why did they not give him a 5-year contract extension? Because when they knew they were going to sack him eventually, that would cost them too much money to pay out. Your fan base is naive, man. They need to wake up and smell the coffee. You guys now, and by the way, I think Noradin cut you right on that review, What are you talking about, mid-table club, bro? I don't think you're a mid-table club. You've got Brentford. You got Brentford and Chelsea in your next 2 games. If you don't beat Brentford and Chelsea, bro, you're going to be near the relegation zone, bro. No cap. You need to understand, man.
We've got Brentford, West Ham, and then we've got Chelsea.
Even
if we have a new manager, I think it's a tough 3 games.
No, LB.
Manager.
Do you know what, LB? Just to add on to your point, the fact you knew that he wasn't the guy, wasn't even just not offering him a 4 or 5-year deal. The fact they even interviewed other people whilst he was on holiday as well, they deep down know he's not. I say this on every stream. They deep down knew they settled. That is the key word. They settled for Ten Hag. They didn't want to pay him out. Do you know what's so evident? And I know this is what must have got you angry, side. All of your families, this must have got you angry. Because even me, I was laughing at it. But when Ruud van Nistelrooy is trying to explain something to him, correct me if I'm wrong, side. I think it was to keep Rashford on. Allegedly, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Ruud was telling him to keep Rashford on or something along the lines. Chat, you can help me out.
Yeah, I remember. I see that. Yeah, I remember.
And then Ten Hag just like, no, I got this. Like, he's basically saying to him, no, like I'm doing, and it's like, you're so stubborn. You're actually so stubborn that, and more than likely, what Ruud was saying was probably made more sense to what Ten Hag's saying. Put it like that. Even in your training clips, it's always Ruud getting involved. He looks like he had a better relationship with the looks like he had a better relationship with the players.
Yeah, but you know, Roms, that Ruud knows he's getting a job, man. Every time that guy's got the opportunity to get himself on TV on the side, he's there, bro. He's like that guy at Newcastle. What's the guy at Eddie Howe's second guy? You know what I mean? I don't know what he's called, man. But
Mike Tyndall.
Yeah, Tyndall. Yeah. He's like him, bro. You know, every time the camera's on Ruud, he's like, yo, go over there. Yo. You know what I mean? What the hell, man?
I say that man. You see how he was chewing his gum? Yeah, that's a man that knows he's next up. That's a man that knows.
He was saying to him, yo, I've got a plan here. Why don't we do this? And then he was like, but nah, but but I've tried this before. Yeah, but if you do this, all right, say no more.
It's not in his head. It's not in his head to say, like, yeah, okay. But he's not listening. He's not taking it.
Bro.
But the thing is,
bro,
it's crazy. Because what's crazy right now, people, big up the Chelsea, big up the man.
Yeah, big up to them.
I can't lie. I'm just bored about talking about United because I've been speaking about United for such a long time, bro. Yeah. Going back to last preseason, I was telling Cass and Ty, I said, bro, we will finish above you. We can definitely finish above you, right? Yeah. I looked at the red flags. I saw the red flags from season 1 with Ten Hag, and I was not going to ignore them, I was never going to let Rashford's goals in that first season whoop my mind, I know
Fact.
defensively you weren't bad with Varane, you weren't bad with De Gea, but towards the end of that season, say, remember Rashford went on a little drought. Martinez got injured. I was like, nah, these man, without Rashford, I'm even seeing them still conceding chances, bro. But De Gea's keeping them in games, the defense is keeping them in games. And the second year, it just got worse. It was floodgates opened with his own players. Yeah. So I'm bored of it. It's beautiful to see this because we were mud brothers, whatever you want to call it. We've yeah.
Listen, don't go anywhere.
So trying to bring us down to your level, bruv. You get it? Like, we've moved out of the bando. You're still in the bando. You get it? You're still with the nitties. You're still with the gritties. You're still with all the man there, bro. Yeah? I'm trying to go to the APs and whatnot. Yeah? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to elevate now, move out from the council estates and go to the real, the modernized places. You know what I'm trying to say?
Carry on. I'm loading the clip here. Carry on.
No. That's where I'm trying to go. That's where I'm trying to go, innit? You get it? But if I finish below you this season, it's a fucking disgrace. And many people should get sacked. Many people should get sacked because I don't think you're as bad as this, but there's many players in your team that I don't rate like that, really.
Yeah.
Like, I look at your team and there's nobody that I'm taking from your team, bro. Yeah? Nobody. Maybe Onana, like, maybe.
Nah, even he's trash, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And his shot stopping ain't great, but at least his distribution is better than Sanchez.
There's
right?
probably one player I'll take, and that's it. And that's only because my left back he's aging a bit. But Managerial, I think, is a baller. That's probably it. That's probably the only player I'll take from your team. Honestly,
I'm not taking anyone.
Get an R11.
I've got players in Romsey's team I can start for my 11. I've got
You've
players
ruined Manu now, by the way. Yeah, congratulations on that one, United. Yeah, brilliant English player for the
he looks a
future.
shadow of himself.
He's ruined. Brilliant.
I can't lie. Maybe. He looks like he's just been doing too much in that midfield, bro.
Manu, they've ruined him, bro. I said this would happen last year. I said this guy will be ruined, mate, because he's playing in a team.
You did say it. You called it early.
I called it early, bro. This is what they do to them all, man. They do this with all the players. Look at all the ballers that have turned up at United over the years. Yeah, they've just turned into dead players. Yeah, because at United it is a retirement home for footballers, and if you're a young player, it is literally the worst player to develop. The worst place to develop, man. Imagine Manu at a proper team, with a proper manager and that, man. That guy would be balling out.
No, 100%. He is literally doing the role of just literally running for everyone. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, he is literally running for Eriksen. He's running for Bruno Fernandes. You know what I mean? Like, he's running for everyone. That's what he is right now.
He's this guy. By the time he gets on the ball, he's tired. He's exhausted. You can see it in his face. I even see it wasn't this game. I think it was the game before. He even had his hands on his knees at one point. He's exhausted.
Bro.
He's actually exhausted. It's just funny. What's going on at your club? It's just hilarious.
Shit.
Do you know what? Surprisingly, yeah, what I will say, probably that it's not even really a positive. Maybe it might be a positive. It's funny. Evans and Maguire actually look better than De Ligt and
especially Evans, bro. Evans,
yeah, them two actually look better,
bro. And that's where you know it's bad, bro. That's where you know it's really.
But this is why it's even worse because De Ligt and Martino are literally Ten Hag's guys. They're literally his guys, and he's dropped them for the Brexit partnership, and they've done better. It's just hilarious, man. It's hilarious.
Bro, we're finished, man. Like I said, bro, they're saying Tuchel, but listen, you know what it is with Tuchel, yeah? I don't mind him. You know, I'm not going to disrespect. Listen, I've had my joke and that with Tuchel and all of that, you know what I mean, whatnot. But at the same time, like I said, yeah, he's a decent manager to bring us a bit of structure, bring us a bit of stability. You know what I mean? Whether he takes us to the next level, I don't know, innit? But the next level right now is still to get into the top four. Right now, United are nowhere near a title race right now as it stands. Like, yeah, I'm trying to say.
Tuchel's not winning you with this team, bro. Yeah? Tuchel's not winning you.
Is the manager? I don't know.
Tuchel would go for, like, maybe win you a trophy, like he's good in cup competitions and that, yeah. But over a sustained period of time in the league, bro, I had problems with him too. Like, my fan base overrated Tuchel. Yeah, I love Tuchel for the fact that he won me a Champions League and he managed to squeeze
everything
out of those players.
Did it pay over cracks? Did it pay over cracks?
But it papered over a lot of cracks. Like the season before that, bro, from January onwards, he was slacking, bro. The team was bad. Like we initially, the points that we got at the beginning of the season is what helped us towards the end because we started to scramble now for top four at the end of that season. Yeah, it carried on into the new year. He made his own signings. He brought he brought Sterling. He brought Koulibaly. All these experienced players. Cucurella. Before he got sacked, we got worse. Zagreb. When we played Zagreb away, that is one of the worst performances I've ever seen in my whole life as a Chelsea fan, bro. Top 5 worst performances. Yeah. the players checked out. So at the end, when things don't work out for Tuchel, players end up checking out with him as well, bro. Yeah.
But Doc, can I explain why none of that matters?
Mm.
He's better than Ten Hag.
Yeah,
he's better than
yeah.
Ten Hag.
It's already an upgrade.
Better than Ten Hag, though. LB, you're better than Ten Hag.
That's the point. The point is, right?
the
There's another thing I'm hearing United fans saying, yeah, is that like what happens in 2-3 years after Tuchel? Guess what? You sack him and move on to the next guy. Why is everybody trying to go down this? We need a manager for 10 years. Get Tuchel in, steady the ship. If you get Tuchel in this year, yeah, you'll finish in top 8. Right, which is still horrific for United, but he's better than 14th, right? You give him next year, you see what happens, and if not, maybe there's a new manager on the market that you can go for.
I'm with you.
LB, do you know why you're spot on, bro? Yeah, I feel like football fans are still fixated with this idea. We need a long-term manager, 7, 8+ years. It's rare. It's getting phased out of the game. Look, Pep, I think you would agree, probably has a year, 2 years max. Arteta, this is why Arsenal fans are on him now because he's coming up to his 5th year. Klopp, I think Klopp, Pep, and you could say Arteta now, were the last ones left. No one's really long-term anymore. Gone are the days where you have Fergie and Wenger staying for 10, 15+ years. It just doesn't happen. And
doesn't happen, bro.
I think you're spot on, LB. Now, like, if he doesn't take you, I don't know, to a league or Champions League 2-3 years, like you said, you sack him again. I think that's the way football's going for not just certain clubs, for the majority of clubs now.
So who? Because the people say it's Thomas Frank in the chat. You know what I mean? Would it be? I think Thomas Frank here. I'm not saying, you know what I mean. He's. I don't want him basically in it, but I'm not saying people need to respect what he's doing right now in terms of this season. Got no Ivan Toney, and Weiss out for like 4 or 5 months, and bro, man's still winning games, bro. He's doing bits with his team. Like you got to give him the respect and whatnot. But I don't think it's about names, guys, man. Maresca and Slot. Like there's not many big names in the Premier League right now. Like. Bro, so we need to go away from these names, bro. Give me a manager who's got style. Like the Stuttgart manager, Aaron was talking to me about him yesterday. I've watched a few games of him. Like, where he plays football, like, it's just, it's the new way you got to play now. You got to play expansive football. You got to play entertaining football. You got to play on the front foot. You feel me?
No, you don't have to, though, innit? You don't have to. Like, you can get Tuchel in.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have. If you're winning, you don't have to. Like, if you saw your team win a league title and run 1-0 every week, maybe you might not be entertaining the ground, but you're smiling at the end of the season. You've got something to show for it. So you don't necessarily have to play open expansive football. Because look, whenever we see a big upset of the top 6 or a little team wins, we will probably be, most of our clubs, apart from your side, will be the more open expansive team, the more entertaining team. But when you get that mad underdog result or you get that shock result, it's because they've implemented a way that's probably not as attractive, but they've got the job done. So as long as it wins you games, do you know what I mean? But where we've been so accustomed to good football at our clubs, you don't really want to see a pragmatic style. But if it wins, just ask Don. He's
trying to be part of our batch. He's trying to be a part of our batch with the possession style football, the consistent pattern.
Yeah, you want to come to this side, say.
Yeah. I want to see the football, bro. I want to see us entertained. Feel me? That's all I want, man. I want to see. I want to go to Old Trafford, yeah, and knowing that I'm gonna play some good football today. Like, don't get me wrong.
You
might lose games. That's fair enough, innit? But if you're coming to the game and we're gonna get a good game today. Like, that's all you want to hear.
You're spot on. If you're match going, I think it means. I'm not saying you're a better fan on anyone. That's not what I'm saying.
No. Yeah.
Before the chat go overboard, but I feel like if you're a match going fan, the manager means a bit more because you're actually seeing it live in the flesh. You're making your way to the game. Like, you want to be entertained, but. I get your logic side, but I just feel like you just need to get results. And I feel like, if you used to get a manager that went 9-10 games on the bounce, 1 game save, you'll be happier, bro. We'll be seeing reactions. You start saying mad stuff. We're getting top 4. We're going to win the league. You know.
Honestly, I'm telling you, bro. When you're getting results, without performances, it feels like it feels like you can't even celebrate properly because you're thinking in your head.
Facts.
There's something that's gonna happen around the corner. Because I had that with Poch. Yeah, the performances weren't good enough, and then Cole Palmer was bailing us out. So I'm like, okay, cool, we've picked up 3 points today, but I'm not happy. Yeah, like when I went to the bridge the other day, we'll speak about the Chelsea game. Yeah, bro, like that's the first time in a minute where I've heard the bridge rocking like that in a game. Yeah, where obviously we were losing. Even when we was losing, we was rocking. Towards the end of the game, everyone was going crazy, bro, because they can see the team's building something, bro. Yeah, even though we didn't win the game, like no one was booing. Before with Poch, we'd be winning games or half time and that, and I'm hearing boos, bro. Yeah, the other day, I didn't hear no boos, bro. Everyone was cheering on.
Don, do you know why you're spot on, bro? Do you know why you're spot on as well? Because even like Arsenal fans that love Arteta, even though they were getting 8th, 5th, you saw what he was trying to do. Do you know what I mean? You saw what he was trying to do. So I didn't think of it that perspective. I was looking at it more from a selfish perspective because since Hodgson done, the last 10, 15 years, say what you want about Rodgers, he was entertaining. Klopp was entertaining. Slot's now entertaining. I've only been used to entertainment the last 10, 15 years. I think our last pragmatic manager that would get results, you experienced it, Side experienced it in one of games, was Benitez. Like, we were quite sticky, because we won the Champions League, we won the FA Cup, we're winning things. That's why maybe, like, it can work. And you saw Mourinho, like, Mourinho made a living off it. He's been stinky, but he's won everything there pretty much is to win in football. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just think, for me, it's more results-based. But I do get what you mean, Don. Maybe in my adult years of understanding football, I've not had that thing where I'm just getting results, but performances aren't there yet. I don't really know what it feels like.
Can I say something?
The overarching point, results are important, but you can't just look at football and look at results. Because if that was the case, let's not watch football. Let's just look at the results.
No, but the thing is, though, can you really drop in? Can you really drop in a young manager, who's playing great football into this United team? I don't think you can. This is what I'm saying. I think you need a manager who's got authority. That's why I think you need to go for someone like a Tuchel and Inzaghi, Simeone. You need a manager to go in there where he's going to command the respect instantly. Because that dressing room, it's full of egos who think they know best. The likes of Rashford and Bruno and them sort of players who think that they know better.
Rashford again? Remind us, what did Rashford say on the bench?
He was like, he's gone mad. But everyone's saying it's different things. I personally don't give a shit, bro.
But that's why I think you need a top manager. They need a manager experience, man. You can't be dropping like a 31-year-old manager or 35-year-old manager. You get turned up alive, man.
But do you know what, Don? I'll just teach what you said. I think you're spot on with the entertainment, and you can't just get results knowing that the performances aren't there. But then look, there's a team that's living proof right now. Look at Spurs, bro. They play very good football, but the result never matched to the football.
That's the question.
That's why, Don. 1 minute side. That's why I think the best formula is playing good football and winning. Because look, you can get results, not play good football, win stuff. But like you said, you might be still a bit underwhelmed. Or you can play amazing football, like even Leeds with Bielsa. You can play amazing football, but not get the results. Then you're like, oh yeah, look, it was so pretty, but you're leaving the game like with a loss. Do you know what I mean? So it's best to get both, you know.
Oh, if Guardiola extends for another 3 years, what's everyone's remit? Is it just kind of well, let's try and get a winner, you know what I mean, and go toe to toe with Guardiola, or you just say, right, we're just going to play good football and we're just, No,
man, you can't set the feet. We still need to go for them, bro. Because it's been shown.
I'm asking a question for everyone.
You know what's
manager. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not saying I'm in defeat.
You've got to go for it, man. End of the day, like I've said, listen, you don't play Pep every single week. All you can do is do your job. That's the main thing. Do your job, and when you play Pep, try and beat him. Yeah, because Tuchel beat Pep Tuchel beat Pep 3 times in the space of 6 weeks. He's not unbeatable, right? The guy made a massive mistake in the Champions League final. He didn't start Rodri, right? He sold Cole Palmer, right? He's human like us, bro. But obviously, he's
Klopp's record.
He's human like us. Is he human? I don't know if he's human, man. I think he's some sort of freak, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Man's coaching. Mama, what's his name? Adama Traore, bro. He's on another level, bro. You know the ones there. How are you coaching Adama Traore, bro? Like,
I would love to.
We're gonna get onto it, Blake. We're gonna get onto it.
Something else has been here. Obviously Chelsea and Liverpool. Yeah, obviously the context with Chelsea is yes, it was Pep's first year and whatnot, blah blah blah, all of that. Cool, that's fine. But I want to still try win something, win the league whilst he's still here, bro, because that will hit different. That will hit different, bro. It's like, if you win it after, Pep left anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
And as well, there's still the Champions League. Like, we've only won that once with Pep. Premier League might be tough because obviously he cooks in the Prem, but like Champions League, we've only won it once. Like, what's stopping everyone else from winning the Champions League? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
There's 4 competitions, LB. I don't know why people act as if.
Yeah, but some clubs don't take 2 of them seriously, bro.
Do you know what I don't like?
Are the criminals of this, bro? We're competing. Okay, you're competing for the league. Let's break down everything else, bro. Everything else, you're far from it, bro. You're trying to say you're far from it, bro.
Do you know what I don't understand? How it's not even just Arsenal fans, that even big up Deji. Deji's funny, but even Deji said, and I know, George, you don't subscribe to this, but I don't want that Carabao Cup. One, How dare you? The club you support, you can't be picking and choosing what trophies you want. But it's like, yeah, we know the two majors are the Champions League and Prem. They're the two, especially as a top 6 club, you want to be competing for and winning. But the FA Cup and Carabao, there's still trophies. I don't understand people that discount trophies. That's why, listen, as dead as he is, when Ten Hag says I've won 2 trophies, you've actually lifted something.
The thing is, though, Roms, don't you agree, though? The reason why nowadays, because this is only a new thing where people look down on those trophies. It's only probably been the last 10 years, if we're being honest.
It's
Prior
true,
to
it's
then,
true.
they were massive trophies, and people always considered it winning those trophies being big. I think the problem now is that we've seen far too many teams win those trophies and not progress from winning the trophy. We've seen teams progress after winning them. Arsenal won it and never progressed. We've seen Man United win it, not progress. This is a few times because they won it under Mourinho, they won it under Van Gaal, and now they're doing it under Ten Hag. They're winning trophies, but they're not progressing. So people are looking at them winning trophies and they're saying, you can win the trophy, but it doesn't make you a better team, which is true. It doesn't make you a better team.
You know who it works for? No disrespect.
That's a great point, George. Still, that's
you know who it works for, though. No disrespect there, George. But if you win a trophy, I don't think anybody will say, you know what, like Tottenham are playing shit football. They'd be like, nah, but Tottenham won a trophy, innit? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're used to winning trophies, and it's like that's where I think the kind of the expectation comes from. Is like you got to be more than just winning trophies. You got to be able to. Because bread and butter is
but that's an elite level club, Saeed. So an elite level club, says, winning trophies is good, but we still got to be improving and competing at the top.
Yeah.
If you're not an elite level club, then winning a trophy and not progressing isn't the end of the world because you're not an elite level club anyway.
Yeah,
but LB, you're just speaking from a privileged point of view because you're going to now say no one else is elite apart from Man City because everyone else is not on the level.
The point,
anyone in the top 6 is considered an elite club.
No,
really,
that's not true because United are a massive club. So Man United winning.
It is true because they are elite clubs. If you're consistently competing in Europe, you're an elite club. You're considered one of the world's elite, bro. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but you've got to win trophies, though, isn't it? That's the point.
Yeah, no, but you're saying all these other clubs could do with a trophy. But like, let's just say if Tottenham won a Carabao Cup last year, like Man United did, and didn't progress. Right. Then what you're saying? Oh, that's amazing for us because we're not an elite club. No, I consider us one of the elite clubs.
No. But the point is, you don't win anything anyway. So winning a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup for you would be amazing, whether you progressed or not progressed.
No, but then you're just making 2 points that don't make sense, LB, because you just said.
What do you mean it don't make sense?
You
don't win anything. You don't win anything. You've never improved anyway. I didn't say you're a small club.
What are you talking? Of course, we have improved, though. We've improved over the seasons. What are you doing?
The point is, you don't win anything for 20 years. You look the point in talking about progression.
From a privileged point of view of being a Manchester City fan, that we win everything right now. So
no,
anyone that don't win anything,
so you don't want to win anything. You don't want to win anything. You're not asked about winning a trophy.
You've just had a good period of time. This isn't going to
last
forever. Bro, the point is you don't win anything.
George, can I give you an ultimatum, yeah? It's not really even an ultimatum. You should have a clear answer, but I have a feeling you're going to think about this. Would you rather the last 2 years Man United have had with Carabao Cup and FA Cup, but not progress in terms of style of play or whatnot, or progress each year and still not win anything?
Me, sorry,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's not my connection, it's George.
Yeah, it's George. It's delayed. It's delayed like Tottenham. Yo, go on, George. Yo, George, can you hear us?
I got to go, by the way, boys. I'm on another stream.
Yeah, big up LB,
Don't let him off this one. Don't let him off this one, man.
No, 100%.
I've got a question for George. Oh, he's still delaying, man.
Yeah, he's mad. Yeah, there you go.
Gonna have to jump
he bottled it, man. He bottled it. I mean, let me give him that one. That is crazy.
I'm interested to know what he thinks if he would rather 2 trophies, no progression in the way they play, or progression and not win.
They love it, bro. They love to have.
Basically, do you want to be at Arsenal the last 4 years, or would you want to be at United the last 2 years? And with the context of his club, he should be speaking. He should say the latter, United. Honestly, he should say United. If he had a club that had won things often, then maybe you could think about the question a bit more. But I have a weird feeling he's actually going to say progression about winning anything, even as a Spurs fan. I could see it.
It's mad. It's mad, man. But listen, guys, there's 2,000 people in the building. Get the likes up, people, man. We're not even on 1,000 likes, bro. So you lot are slacking. Like, it's a warning for you lot. Get them likes up, man. It's easy, free to do, man. George, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I heard the question.
Did you hear the question?
Was just mad delayed. Yeah, my thing was mad delayed, so it just kicked me out. The thing is, yeah, I would rather have Man United seasons. But the problem with Man United seasons aren't what they've done. The problem is the manager they have controlling them after those seasons. If I had Ange, but we had Man United seasons, I'd be confident our team would be getting better. But they have Ten Hag. That's the problem, bro. They have Ten Hag. They can't get better when you have that manager. But 100% have had better seasons than us. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Let's talk on Chelsea, man, because they got back down to reality yesterday. You know what I mean, bro? Drawing against flipping Nottingham Forest. It's crazy. These man talk a lot of smoke here, but I said to you, man, relax, man. You know what I mean? You're still learning. You're still, you know what I mean? It's still, you know, you got still some rough roads left, man. Like you, man, have basically dropped 2 points here. And I think for me, you're gonna be screwing with that one because you got a lot of tough games coming up, you know. Tough games coming up. Like, is it a case of no blocks?
We've got some tough games coming up, but we're not facing teams that sit back the way Forest do, bro. Like, people need to start putting more respect on their name, bro. They're a good, annoying team, bro. Yeah, I watched them against.
Oh, but no, when we said this, I know you didn't lose, we lost. But when we said this, it's Forest Anfield. You should be getting it done. So
yeah,
Did
that come from me? Did that come from me? Because I watched your game, yeah, and I could see how you were struggling to create, bro. Yeah, Liverpool were literally.
You know what? I don't think you got onto me. It might have been chairs.
Make sure you start this comment because Ibrahim has a weird thing with Madueke. I don't know where it is with Madueke. Did you see him somewhere? Did you see him somewhere in the edge or something, bro? Because it's getting extreme now, right? Anyway, we'll talk about Madueke after because I don't think he was stinky like the way he's making it out. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about the game. So with Liverpool, I watched that game when they lost to Forest, yeah, and they were struggling to break down the low block. And I spoke to Dave, yeah, he's a big Forest fan. Home and away he goes before the game, and I said, bro, that low block, yeah, big up Dave. That low block is going to be hard to break down, but I believe we've got the quality to prevail over 90 minutes. Majority of the game, bro, we controlled it, especially in that first half. We're, creating some really good patterns. I'm seeing the same pattern, like Saeed, with you when you're watching United. You don't see what you're trying to do. With us, I could clearly see that was using both our wingers. The ball kept going to Palmer. Levi Colwill, another brilliant game from him, bro, on the ball, right? Fantastic. Just playing it into the midfield. Palmer kept giving it to Madueke. And what Ibrahim's saying, Madueke's end product in the first half was not good enough. Yeah, we kept finding ourselves in good areas, but ultimately, every time we found ourselves in good areas, we're just breaking it down. Yeah, he had a shot that went over the bar with his right foot. He tried to hit it on his left near post instead of curving it like he did for the goal. Yeah, but apart from that, he was running at his man. He was running past my man, dribbling past my man. It was just that final bit of quality. It wasn't there.
But Don,
Jackson,
I'm not stopping you. You can carry on,
man.
I'm just saying.
But everyone knows this. But bro, everyone knows this. Like, I've said this myself. Like, you don't need to reiterate what we all know.
No one's gonna say that though, because
he improved his end product. He scored in the game, but there were certain times when he could have done a bit better, right? Jackson was basically non-existent in this game. I think this game would have suited.
Oh, my fantasy, man. Fuck's sake, man.
It's my fantasy. Nkuku would have suited this game more because, like, with low blocks, you need a person that's good in the box that can get something in the box. Yeah. Nkuku, Jota, Trossard, all these men are clean in the box, bro. Jackson, he wasn't really needed to drop deep in that because Forest was sitting back anyway, right? Second half, though, listen, they scored from a set piece. I'll talk about Enzo after. Yeah, they scored from a set piece. But I was looking at Alex next to me because I was with Alex, Chelsea fan TV at the game, yeah? And I was like, bro, we're going to come back. I'm not worried right now because I've seen the mentality in this team is different. Within 10 minutes, we score. Madueke does what I was asking him to do. Wrap it on your left foot, bro. I'm always seeing this guy doing extra training away from Chelsea and that with some white guy, yeah? All the training and that. Bro, he's always wrapping his foot. When it comes to the game, he's trying to go near post. He wraps his foot, he scores. He needs to do that more, bro, right? After that, bro, like, Forest were trying to actually come out and play, and it helped us. That's what happened. James Ward-Prowse ended up getting sent off because they expanded. Yeah, and I'm thinking, yeah, game on now. After that red card, they go to a 5-4-0. They had no striker like Arsenal, basically, yeah? And Sanchez, he pulled off some good saves. I can't lie. Very, very good saves in the game. And same thing for them. Like in Nkuku, the header that he got, Mudryk when he came on was very good. He whipped in across, ran all the way from our half, whipped it in for Nkuku. Nkuku nearly scores. João Felix, he had a free header. He missed. Palmer had two shots that were saved by my man. Bro, we were pamming their goal, and again, in the second half, Sanchez had to make some vital saves as well. So listen, on another day, we potentially walk away with a win. People can say, yeah, but you might have lost the game in that year. But bro, we had some very good chances.
We had think on another day they could have walked away with a win because they had some big chances, man. They had some
we had,
really good
we
chances.
Had, we had more chance. We had more clear cut chances.
More, but I think they had better. I think they had some better quality ones, especially late on in the game.
Bro,
you guys were shooting, and you guys were testing their goal more. But the quality of chances they had, they should have scored a few.
Jules, are you? Did you see Felix's miss, bro? Did you see Nkuku's header? The save for Nkuku's header. There's not much else he could have done there, right? I was sitting right behind the goal. The keeper was moving like a salmon. So let's not do this thing where Forest had better chances. Your chances were half chances. No, our chances were clear cut. Our chances were clear cut. Similar to Forest, they had clear cut chances, but both keepers were very good. Like I said, Sanchez was immense, and my man, I don't even know my man's name, but they bought him from Strasbourg.
Don't overrate Sanchez's performance. He wasn't immense. Sanchez got you guys into trouble because of his poor kicking. Like this guy can't play out from the back.
He got us into trouble once. This is what I'm saying. Like, let's be fair with how we analyze the games. There was one pass that I know you're talking about. He done that once. The rest of the game was good, very good, bro. Yeah?
I don't think he was bad. I don't think
he makes some saves. Everyone has to crash it on him, including myself when he plays badly. If he does well, let's give him credit, bro. Let's be fair. Like, why are you trying to do this thing where like it was us getting pammed and we wasn't pamming them?
I never said you got pammed though. Don, you do this thing where you're a victim, bro. You actually are a victim because no one says anything and you go, "Why you trying to do this thing?" And we got panned. No one said that you got panned. I said you guys peppered their goal, but I don't think that you had the Felix chance there in Nkunku, but good saves, and I didn't really expect
Palmer had two chances. Palmer literally shot, and the guy dived up like one salmon, bro.
Shots are not chances, bro. Just shooting, it does not mean it's a chance created.
The ball was
just shooting from the edge of the box. He shoots well.
Can I say something to you, bro? Listen, I'm sitting behind the goal, yeah, on top of the keeper, right, lower, right. So it's even easier for me to see.
I'm watching on Sky Sports, so I can see it. I can see the full. I've got a full view, bro. What are we doing?
I got the full view.
All I'm saying
doesn't make a difference, bro.
All I'm saying is, for me, the positive that I take from the game is the fact that last season we used to struggle against low blocks. Everyone knows if teams sit off of Chelsea, they're gonna struggle to break them down. We created a lot of chances against a team that
you did. To be fair, I see the highlights. You did.
Bro, we create a lot of chances against one of the best defensive teams in the league. Many teams
good defensively. A lot of people don't talk about that, you know. They're good defensively, you know.
Bro,
like, man there, animals. Him and what's it, Murillo? Murillo is actually underrated, you know. I don't know why a top 6 club hasn't come in for him, you know.
Bro, they've got one guy. They've got one guy, the centre back here, Milinkovic.
Yeah.
Unit. He's a unit. He's the guy that jumped over Gusto for the set piece. Yeah, very good defensively, bro. Murillo's more like the ball playing one. He's more the aggressive one. He's good, right? But Forest, bro, they're gonna give a lot of teams problems, bro. If you're not ready to create chances against them, yeah, they're gonna beat you because on the counter they're dangerous. That's one thing about it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, boy, we move in it because last year, bro, some of these reverse fixtures, West Ham, Forest, Bournemouth, and obviously, who else did we play again? Wolves. Last year we only picked up 4 points from them. This time around we've picked up 11. So there's clear improvement, you know. I'm seeing a lot of Chelsea fans trying to overreact now, like, oh, this, that, and this, that, bro. Like, we're not going to win.
You are home. Your 2 home games at home, Crystal Palace and Forest. You should be beating them, though. Like that. No, that is a fair comment to make. You should be beating them.
It's a fair comment to make. But what I'm saying, Saeed, is it's not a game where I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, bro, we created fuck all. Because last year I was looking at a lot of games, but we're just keeping the ball. We're not doing anything with it. Against Palace, we had 5 big missed chances. Sorry, yeah. Madueke could have bagged at least 2 goals in the first half. And yesterday, like I've said, their keeper was on smoke. To be fair, even Henderson was on smoke that day as well, bruv. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, boy, we created enough against a low block. That's a very good sign. That shows me that Maresca's coaching a very good attack. Yeah, because we've scored a lot of goals as well, like I've said. Right, on another day, we win that game, bro. I'll be real. So we move, man. We move.
These guys in the comments are funny. These Chelsea fans doing up XG merchants all of a sudden. And we created 2.34 XG. Guys, let's stop this XG business. Like, XG looks good. It looks good and it sounds like a nice stat. But we all know what we see with our eyes. And I'm not being funny. There's times where XG will over expect what you actually should get because we know the type of players you have on your front line. Similar to us, Chelsea are a team that have a lot of players in their front line, whereas your system sets you up to create a lot of chances. We have a lot of players in there who can't finish the chances, and that's the same as us. I acknowledge that as a Tottenham, we're going to have this problem. And same as Man United, it's consistently gonna be an issue. So like when you talk about Madueke, yeah, we all know this, like you said, but Madueke for me, decision making is questionable. And yes, like you said, he wrapped it around with his left foot, but to be honest, I think it should have been the keeper should have saved it. Like, I don't know about you.
Hey,
It
again,
wasn't right. It wasn't no, because there's times when you cut in and wrap it like Saka does, and it hits the side netting and it's rolling around the goal. That's what you call wrapping it. His one sort of rolled.
Now, do you know why? Do you know why though, Jules? It was smart from Madueke because there was bare bodies in the box, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there,
that's
like,
it. That's what
it's hard for the keeper to see it. Like if you take it quick time like the way he did, yeah, it's hard for the keeper to get to it. That's why for me, I always say to my wingers and that, just try to shoot, bro, because the keeper can't always see.
Where did they get their 10 men? Where did they get their 10 men, by the way? What time was it? Do you know roughly?
It was, I think there was like half an hour to go, yeah, in the game or something like that. Wood Prowse. But that's what I'm saying, Saeed. Even then, people are moving like, oh, you couldn't beat 10-man Forest. 10-man Forest was sitting back, and even though they were sitting back, we were still creating chances, right? After that period, after the 10 men, we were still creating chances. People are moving like we struggled like
Do you
Man
know
City
what?
against.
That is one thing I think people overhype is playing against 10 men is sometimes harder than playing against 11 because teams are not.
Yeah, no, it
playing out.
is.
Teams
It
are not
is.
up. They're gonna just sit tighter and literally get 7 men deep into the box. So every crest, every ball you're putting into the box is getting cleared. So
Exactly,
yeah,
and even then,
they had.
that's when they had their mad chances. If you remember, Nico Williams, he made Sanchez make a good save. Fofana did some like weird.
It was 78. It was 78, bro.
And then there was one in like the 98th minute or something. Innit, where they almost had
78, 78 it was. So it was 12 minutes to go. But then again, you had 11 minutes added on.
Exactly. Half an hour.
Yeah.
It was about 20 something minutes left of the game.
20 minutes.
But again, people trying to overreact and that, like it's just mad to me because we didn't play badly. We actually played quite well. We played very well. I was happy with our performance. There was only a few man that I wasn't happy with. Yeah, let me go through them. So Jackson, he was quiet, non-existent in the game. Apparently, he even slapped my man when they were scrapping and that. Yeah,
Well, is he gonna get fined for that, bro? He's gonna get punished for that.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You know
If
what I'm saying?
you lose him, boy, that's
He's moving like one delinquent doing that. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? He needs to cut that out. Enzo in the first half, I thought he was okay. In the second half, he was poor, bro. Like he kept giving the ball away.
That's the question with Enzo. Yeah, is he ever gonna truly like convince people the price? Because I feel like for me, if he was worth around 40-50 million, yeah, it wouldn't be this energy. But because he's worth 105, do you think people are ever gonna be convinced with what Enzo's gonna do? Is it down to price tag? Is it down just the fact that his ability? What does Enzo need to do for people to start rating him? Like, you know
what it is? Do you know what it is, Saeed? Yeah, like Enzo gets pelters because there's a lot of Chelsea fans that say he's world class and that, right? For me, I like Enzo Fernandez. I think he's got a very niche skill that not a lot of players have in terms of dictating the game. And I've said to you bare times, Saeed, yeah, for me, Enzo needs to be playing as a deep line playmaker, making the game tick. I don't like him further up. And I've said multiple times, he's not in my best 11. Yeah, for me, it's Lavia and Caicedo and Palmer that would get into my midfield. Yeah, you know, and when we bought Enzo, his market value was probably worth about 50 million, but we paid what we did because we bought him in January, and they didn't want to sell him, bro. Remember that whole thing with Rui Costa? But they didn't want to sell him. If we waited till the summer, we could have got him for cheaper. But now we're up against Man City, we're up against Madrid, we're up against these teams. So the owners are like, fuck it, we'll just pay the money. But overall, bro, I can't lie. The past few games, as much as I don't like Enzo playing further up, he's been good, bro. Like against West Ham, he was good. Against Brighton, he was our best midfielder. Yesterday, he had an off day, which is fair enough. But now guys are acting as if he's been shit all season, which is a lie. Yeah, the past few games, you've barely heard anyone complain about Enzo because he's been doing his job well.
Right? The problem done with him is that he always has like, especially, I'm not going to say me as a fan because I don't watch every single game, but as Chelsea fans, he has these 2-3 good games and then he goes and has 3 or 4 bad games back. And then he's a period. He has periods. And he's not consistent. You can't say that he's consistent.
That I agree with. That I agree with. Yeah,
but there's never been a time where he's gone like a month or two under the radar, just playing good games. It's always he goes 2-3 games, and then someone's like, "Enzo had a terrible game." Enzo was
but the thing is, he doesn't have back to back stinkers like what he did the other day, bro. Like yesterday, that was probably the worst performance I've seen from Enzo. Because Enzo, we know Enzo's good on the ball. Yeah, Enzo's very good on the ball. And for him to be giving the ball away like that, bro, that's just some basic shit. Like simple passes, bro. He's struggling to do it. The guy wasn't beating his man for the corner. Like, these are just basics that even Sunday League, you should be able to do, bro. So I can't look at that and say, he's going to be doing that every single week. Because more time, his passing is A1. I don't know what was going on with him yesterday, bro. Maybe it was a bit too cold for him because it was raining. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like, we move, innit? End of the day, like I've said, people like to say Enzo sexuals and CB likes to crash it on him and that. They can go do all of that. Me, like I've said, I don't care enough to be fighting for Enzo because he's not in my best 11 anyway. He's not disposable.
Yeah, exactly. Should I tell you what your best for midfield three is? Caicedo, Lavia, and Palmer. That's it.
Yeah,
Simple.
100%.
You've got
100%.
six,
And you bring Enzo off the bench.
10.
You bring the thing is, yes, Saeed, with Maresca, yeah, he used Harry Winks last season. Last season as the deep line playmaker, and he pulled out. But the issue you've got with Enzo, I don't think he trusts him in that role. Yeah, because on the transition, it's peak. He was one of their best players last season, bro. He was one of their main players. Yeah, he pulled out, right? But Enzo, like I've said, I honestly thought Maresca would use Enzo the same way, but he's using Caicedo there or Lavia there because on the transition, I just don't think he trusts Enzo enough. That's the issue that you've got. Because for me, like I've said, Enzo's best position is basically a 5. He's not an 8. He's a 5, bruv. Yeah, he's just a deep lying Tom Brady spray.
5. What's his 5 on now? What's his 5?
He's a 5, bro. I'm telling you. Right now, yeah, Real Madrid would love a profile like Enzo because they've lost Cruz, and Enzo can play a similar role to Cruz.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah?
That's fair.
He can move the ball like Cruz. They haven't got that right now. Yeah, but we're not using him like that. That's the problem. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yo, man like Xerxes got cooked for being a 9.5, but then all Enzo's a 5 now. It's crazy. Because Alhambra says need a better balance midfield. Lavia Caicedo would have been better duo versus Forest. We need Lavia against Gravenberg and Caicedo higher up LFC. Let's talk on Liverpool. Liverpool top of the league, man. Listen, you know what it is here? Is Liverpool like nobody gives like Liverpool the hype when they're top of the league. If it was anybody else, yeah, there'll be a lot of like hype rums. But I feel like Arne Slot has done a good job, man. Like one loss, even though you've not really played anyone, like I feel like he's not been giving me this kind of maybe respect or something like that. I don't know.
I can't like 9 out of 10 in all competition. You generally can't complain. You can't complain. But I know you said you've not really played it. My 2 main concerns out of this 10 was United and AC Milan, because I keep saying, say what you want about United, but in the season we won Champions League Prem, we went to your ground and didn't win. Do you know what I mean? Even last season we were better than you. Went to your ground, didn't win at all. So I never take United lightly. Whenever we win there, don't care how bad you are, it means a lot. San Siro, AC Milan, say you want about them, historic ground, hard to go to. The other 8 you could argue we should be winning anyway, but I like how we've won them. It's just that we've won. I like how we've won them. And do you know what?
There we go.
No, don't. When I say how we won them, I don't mean like this fluorescent entertainment play. I mean how we more how we are defensively. Because I'll say Klopp's the last 2 seasons, we were quite open. We're just assured now, bro. I think it's is it 5 clean sheets in 7 Premier League games now? It's crazy.
More balanced now.
So Don, when I'm saying more entertaining, not going forward, we've always been entertaining. I mean we're more defensively astute right now. But this Palace game, right? I'd say we should have been outside 3-4-0. Jota gets a hat-trick on another day. And this is why I think it's kind of a positive with Jota, because for me, he's not come out of first gear this season. I think it's only 2 Premier League goals. He's missing a lot of chances. Even against Bologna, he come on and missed a chance. Against Wolves, he missed a chance. But I just feel he's not even got going yet. He should have got a hat-trick. Someone else missed quite a not easy chance. Someone else missed a chance that they should have scored. Can't remember off the top of my head now. But we should have been 3-4 up with Palace. But one thing we've kind of done this season is make it harder for ourselves. Because even the Wolves game, right, should have been outside. They didn't get a goal. We reply straight away. But this Palace game, right, Mateta comes on. He starts ruffling a few feathers. Eddie Nketiah gets a chance. Eze gets 2 chances. One which he should have buried. But this is where I want to big up Jaros, because listen, to come on in that environment, Selhurst Park hostile, to come in the last 10-20 minutes and see out the game, big up Jaros, because there's been a lot of promise. You lot probably wouldn't know much of him as rival fans, but in our fan base, he's had a lot of promise. I think he's Czech Republic's #1 keeper, so he has experience at the highest level, like international. But he's our 3rd choice goalkeeper. But he come on and played well. But we made it a bit harder for ourselves because it was a tale of 2 halves. First half, we were sublime. Should have been 2-3-0 up. Second half, they were knocking on the door. Eze 2 chances, Mateta a chance, Nketiah a chance, and we just had to keep them out. But that's also a positive because it's like we're not playing our best, but we're still winning and keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, I know.
So for me, we've not even come out of first gear yet. As a whole, I still think there's levels up for us to go. Ten Hag out. I speak about Salah often, and I get told I'm too negative. I don't want to say much about Salah. It was another performance where he didn't do much, but then on another day like Bologna, he'll just score out of the blue. But for me, we just made it harder for ourselves. But 1-0 clean sheet, I'll take it all day long, man. Top of the league, I'll take it all day long.
Yeah,
but
they should have had a penalty, man. Should have had a penalty.
Listen,
Yeah,
in
they
that
should have had
first-
a penalty.
yeah, they should have.
Yeah,
They should.
that I agree. Because you know what? There's the argument that he was never getting there. But I always put myself in their shoes. If that happened to one of my players, I'm screaming. That's a pen. 2 hands on 1 arm. I agree that should have been a pen. But yeah, I'm really going to see what this team's about after the international break. And as fans, a lot of Real fans are trying to do that. Oh, this run's mad. We're good. Like, we might see Liverpool drop off. I'm relishing it because I learned more about my team. Do you know what I mean? That
Actually looking forward to it.
10 fixtures we have, crazy. It is actually a crazy run.
That's like me, Roms. Like this tough running that we've got coming up here. I'm actually looking forward to it because it's like, okay, we've kind of proven that we can beat the smaller teams, yeah. But now I actually want to see what you lot are about, right?
Because we've had similar fixtures. We've had similar fixtures in the league.
Yeah.
And none of us have played top, apart from City and us United, like traditional top 6 or top 8, would you say? We've had similar fixtures. So I think for Chelsea and Liverpool, that first game, it's going to be an indication, you're right, Don, where both of our teams are right.
To be honest,
And the thing is, yeah, like for that game as well, I'm seeing people like stressing out now, like, Cucurella's got a yellow card and Fofana's out. For me, I'm actually looking at, first of all, that left back's position, yeah, as a bit of a blessing in disguise, bro. Because every time Salah bucks Cucurella, yeah, bro, he has man looking like Sideshow Bob with his afro flying about. He gets cooked. Yeah, he gets spun out of his shoes every time, bro.
Salah can't go 1-on-1 anymore. I've been saying this for seasons. I get called the bearer about these, but it's evident. He's more of a facilitator. I can't like Cucurella can't let him cut in though. But byline, that's not Salah.
But the thing is, though, I know that. The thing is, Salah's not consistently always driving that man. He doesn't play like that. Salah's just very efficient in the final third, yeah. But overall, he always does well against Cucurella, bro. For me, Vega coming in adds a little bit more physicality. I trust him more against Salah. I'll be honest with you. And in the air as well, he'll help in the box because they've got Van Dijk and Konate. Tosin is tall as well, bruv. And when he's come in so far, he hasn't been shit. He's been good. So, some people were saying keep Tosin in the 11 and don't play Fofana. But now it's all panic settings. Like, what are we doing it? You know? So, but for me, I'm actually looking at that as a bit of a blessing in disguise, bruv. Like, I'm not panicking.
I don't know about you, Dom, but
they're going to start.
Tosin's a bit immobile, man. I've seen that guy turn sometimes, and he turns really slow. And when you're coming up against Liverpool, attack like, I think Fofana's a good player. I think Fofana
good at reading the game. He's good at reading the game.
I think Fofana reads the game really well, and he sort of knows where to be positionally. And he's been teaming up well with Colwell. I think the problem with like Tosin, like I said, going in there against a Liverpool attack where you're looking at potentially Diaz, Gakpo, Diaz, Jota, and Salah, or Nunes thrown in there. You've got a lot of chaotic attackers, a lot of people that are fast, a lot of people that are going to run at him. I think that's where you're going to find the problems. And especially if he plays in a wider role and is sort of classed with doing that Fofana role where he gets drifted out onto the right-hand side a lot and left alone and sort of to do that 1v1 defending. I think you guys are going to find some problems. But like you said, it's definitely a game where you're going to look at to see you can open Liverpool up as well. Because although I think Liverpool, for me, I hold the Crystal Palace second half down to fatigue. I think they may be just fatiguing from the mid-game week of Bologna and they couldn't keep up the levels that they did in the first half. But Liverpool are a team that I think we've seen this season. They give up chances at the back, and if you guys can take your chances, you can kill them. So, it's definitely a good game to look at, man.
No, definitely, man, definitely, bro. We can definitely listen. Like I said, last year was a little bit of an anomaly, where we lost 4-1. Because if you go check our recent results, we always draw, bro. Chelsea and Liverpool, everyone knows we just draw against these, man. And usually, I'll be real, we tend to get the better chances against them. We've just had shit finishes the past 5 seasons, bro.
Forget Water, because he's a kid, but Eze, bro, this guy, he really, really frustrates me, bro. Man is not a killer in front of goal, man.
Don't you guys think he's just checked out this season? I feel like he's gonna have one of those seasons where he wanted to move, and where he hasn't moved, he's sort of just like, fuck it.
Yeah, man. That's what I think it is, honestly. That's what I think it is, bro. And funny enough, his last goal came against my club. When he wrapped it outside the box, bro. But yeah, I think George, you're right, man. I think he's tired, bro. I think January is calling for people to come get him, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think for me, it's one of them where it's like, they had chances in it and they didn't take him in it. So it is what it is, man. But Liverpool, top of the league, fair play to them. Let's just whiz through some results from the Premier League. Arsenal did their thing. Saka's on form. Fair play to him. 2 assists and a goal. You get me? Arsenal didn't play well, to be honest with you, but they got the
You have
job
to
done.
give it to them. And you know what? All the questions that I guess I was asking, some other rival fans are asking about their attack, they're answering them, man. They continue to create chances, they continue to score goals, and you got to give it to them. They don't have no problems in the attack at the moment.
Would you say that they continue to create chances, Jules? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did watch it. I don't think they're creating high quality chances like they did before. And without Odegaard, that's always going to be apparent. But
Yeah,
the fact that they're surviving without Odegaard and still scoring goals and still creating the chances
that's a plus.
I have to praise them. That's the thing.
That's a plus. But for me, watching that Southampton game, yeah, bro. First of all, that lineup was shocking. Yeah, if that was a Chelsea lineup, we're getting cooked, right? But Arsenal fans, a lot of Arsenal fans seem to think that they've got Galacticos even on the bench. Jesus, Sterling, all these man, right? In the first half, they were shit, bro. They barely created any clear-cut chances. They were just keeping the ball to keep the ball. And Southampton was actually starting to kind of grow into the game, you know. And they scored that goal. After they scored that goal, they were getting overly confident, bro. Yeah. Out of nothing, my man just gives the ball straight to Saka. Yeah. And if Saka is in open space and he sees Havertz, because him and Havertz have a good relationship as well. I think right now they've got 8 goal contributions between them. Yeah. So it's up there in the league. I think they're 3rd or 4th best partnership in the league. Yeah. So if you give Saka the ball like that, Saka's got quality in the final third. He will punish you, bro. Very good finish from Havertz. But I've got to look at the way they scored that goal. It wasn't well worked. It was my man just giving the ball away to fucking Saka.
You know,
bro.
when you look at the context here.
The second goal, hold on, Saeed. Yeah, hold on, Saeed. People are telling me, yeah, but we was pressing him, bro. Go watch the goal back. The guy was not being pressed. He literally just gave it to Saka. The second goal they scored, with Martinelli scored, yeah, was a very good whip. That whip, I keep saying, Saka's whip is world class, right? I've seen it against my club a couple times. Yeah, I've seen it, bro. Every week, you know, Saka's gonna put in a dangerous cross on that left foot. Very, very good goal. Then for the third goal again, Bozo in the box. Yeah, Bozo in the box, just giving it to Saka. What do you expect? You give Saka the ball like that, he's gonna score, right? So me, if I'm an Arsenal fan watching that game, I'm thinking, yo, okay, cool. 60 minutes we will shit. Arteta made 3 subs, which was good in-game management, but that goes to show you that the team was not playing well. For your manager to make 3 subs shows 2 things: either you're battering the team or your team's not playing well. And it was the latter. They were not playing well. Yeah. In the end, they got over the line. But again, I'm still not heavily convinced with these, man, because when I'm looking at how they scored those goals against Southampton, bro, a better team can potentially punish these guys. Southampton are shit. Yeah. Southampton are shit. You know, so Arsenal, they're not as invincible as they think. You can honestly beat these guys, bro. I know they've got a good defense in that year, but they're not untouchable. They are not untouchable, bruv.
No, but considering they lost Odegaard and considering they had a couple of injuries and whatnot, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're still 2 points behind. I think is it 1 point behind or something like that?
Like I said, they've got over that period. They've done very well to get over that period, because a lot of people were saying
they have. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Look, if you told them they're gonna be 1 point behind the top of the table with Odegaard out injured, you know what I'm saying to you? I think they would have took it, man. They would have took that.
100%. But again, this goes back. They're
unbeaten as well. They're unbeaten.
No, that's still fact, Saeed, but that's what I'm saying. That's why it goes back to results and performances. When you're analyzing the game, you can't just look at the results. You got to look at how you perform.
No, 100%. But considering the circumstances, I think that's what they would have taken that 100%. Without a doubt.
But the thing is, though, let's be real, yeah. You know, Arsenal, they've got a thin squad, yeah, and they've got a lot of injury-prone players in their squad, right? Yeah. Arsenal fans keep thinking everyone's gonna come back fit, bro. I highly doubt this season they're gonna have a period where everyone's fit. Jesus breaks down, Zinchenko breaks down, Tomiyasu breaks down. Yeah, you've got Califuori. He seems to be a bit of a wafer as well. Timber seems to be a bit of a wafer now as well. So that's why I mentioned.
And then, like you've highlighted, Don, let's not forget Partey. This is only the first time in his career, in his Arsenal career, that he's had sort of an extended period of games apart from that one season. Yeah. When you look at that bench, they don't get me wrong, the young players are quality, but they're not young players that you're going to look on to bring in and change the game, especially when it's a big game. And when you start to deal with those injuries, they don't have strength in depth. And I think, like Don has said, I think Arsenal are going to start to find the problems when the games are picking up, when there's consistent big games. You've got to play a big game in the week and a big game in the weekend, big game in the week, big game in the weekend. I think Arsenal are going to start to have some problems. But I will go out there and say they've proven me wrong so far and how good that they've been. I think Arsenal, unlike Don, I think you do need to look at both results and performances, but in a period where you do have a lot of injuries, I think you focus on the results more than the performances because you know
that's what I've said.
When you get these players back in it, the level will go up. But no, you are definitely right though.
That's what I've said to you. Like for me, it's good. Like the overarching point is that it's good they've got over this. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna ignore what I've been watching. Is my point. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, facts. Brentford, yo, listen, fair play to them, man. They did their thing against Wolves. Wolves having a shocking start to the season, bro. They're looking. It's looking peak for them right now.
O'Neil will get sacked first, you know.
Hey,
I think Gary O'Neil's gonna get sacked first, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a bit peak because they haven't helped him, man. Like who've they brought in though, Saeed, man? Go check.
They brought in a striker. They brought in a couple of men, you know, like they brought in my man from
Flamengo. They didn't
Flamengo.
spend much though. It was cheap. I'm pretty sure Wolves really didn't want to go out there and spend, and they got rid of their best defender in Kilman as well.
Yeah.
They got rid of Kilman. They got rid of Neto. Like, bro, when I'm looking at O'Neil managing on the side, the guy looks like he's stressed.
And to be fair, last year, especially throughout that first period, that start of the season, Neto carried them on his back, man. And whenever you come back from injury, it was literally just give the ball to Neto and let's see what's going to happen. So
yeah, now fair play, Thomas Frank. Without Tony and Weiss is out for a couple of months. Fair play to them, bro. Fair play to them. Leicester got their first win. Fair play to them against Bournemouth. I thought Bournemouth would beat them, but Leicester, like I said, man, fair play. Bonnet looks like a good little loan signing for them.
Yeah, from Brighton.
Yeah, good little new signing. Man
You
City
talk about
game,
how Walker got restart,
bro. This game was not a 3-2 game, you know. I'm telling you now, Fulham could have got some for this game. You know? I really do.
And that's what I say.
Go on, Don.
And that's why I always say to people, bro, when you're talking about Arsenal and Man City and that, please try watch them weekly because people talk about these teams as if they're unbeatable. Man City on the transition have problems similar to Chelsea at times, bro. You can get at these, man. You can beat them. Yeah. The difference with them is in the final third, they're killers. Kovacic all of a sudden is now scoring goals. If Pep, I promise you, say it, if Pep can get Kovacic to score more than 5 goals this season alone, give him 20 million bonus. Because that guy only scores 1 goal a season and it's always bangers. They're always worldies. He never scores more than 1 or 2 goals a season. Now he's going, what was that, 3 and 7 or something like that? How many goals is he scoring?
Man.
It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe it, bro. Fulham,
fair play. Like you're saying, Traore, they had a couple chances, bro. They could have scored more goals, Fulham. But go on, Jules. Go on.
Walker was getting greased up, man, and that's a conversation I think we've been meaning to have for a long time. Walker's been, for me, he's been regressing for a while, but that little race that showed you, man, that Walker's he's not the level he needs to be, and that's the one thing that he had about his game where you'd say whether Walker's a good defender or not, his recovery pace always saves him. It always gets him back.
Facts.
But when you're seeing man like Adama burn him the way he did when Walker had a head start, he's lucky Adama didn't finish. Because if Adama's finished both of those goals, this guy would have been a meme, bro. He would have been a meme.
Do you think that Walker was like? Do you think that Walker's mind wasn't in the game and that because his missus is all asking for 15 M's and that?
Man's out here too busy taking care of 2 families, and you think he's gonna come on the pitch and track back? Nah, man.
I'm telling you, when you've got problems going on, I swear to God, it affects your game. I'm showing you, it affects your game. I remember when Iwobi was at Arsenal when he split up with that Clarice Juliet, that girl, yeah. He was having stinkers after that period. But I say, this guy's head's gone. He's not in the game. Too much.
Saeed knows that better than anyone because his star player only plays good when he's in a relationship, right?
Yeah, no, bro. Rashford, it's mad. West Ham beat Ipswich 4-1. They needed that result. Under pressure, Ipswich, apart from Delap, they're looking a bit meaty. I can't lie.
I put him up on watch list as well. Apparently, Chelsea are heavily scouting him. Yeah, that's Rory Delap's son, bro. But he's I know.
Finish. He's a finisher, that striker, isn't it? He's really good.
Yeah.
And they've got what Jack Clark on that left wing. He's a cooker, man. He used to play for Spurs, didn't really get much time in it, but at Sunderland,
Sunderland, didn't it? Yeah,
man.
Clark, no. Everton, bro. Did you watch that game, bro? It was that I can't believe Gordon, bro. You had the chance here to score against Everton, bro. And he bottled it, bro. He bottled it.
He was rattled. He was rattled. He was rattled, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they were booing him and that, innit? They were booing him in the game. He didn't really look good, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. But look at the table before we wrap up, people. Liverpool top, Man City second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth, Villa a fifth, Brighton sixth, Newcastle seventh, Fulham eighth, Tottenham 10th, Tottenham 9th, Nottingham Forest 10th, Brentford 11th, West Ham 12th, and then Bournemouth 13th. And that is your...
Say that next team,
God. Man United 14th, Leicester 15th.
I'll read us all the stats though, man. Why can I see a minus? What's that minus about?
Minus is goal difference, bro.
Oh shit! How many goals have you scored this season again?
5. Joint lowest, I think is.
It's actually crazy because you guys are like most. I think I saw the stat the other day that Ten Hag's got like 90 games and only like 121 goals, which is crazy because you've conceded about 110. It's like even
We're finished, man. We're actually finished. But it is what it is, man. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap it up here. Big up to Don for pulling up. You get me? What are you saying, bro? What you got coming up, man?
Big up, man. We've got Blue Diaries as always tomorrow, people. There's going to be a lot more content this week, man, with international break. I think I'm going to go live on Thursday as well. Goonie, CB on my channel. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get CB on there. Ches, I think, is going to jump on as well. So make sure you lot are locked in, man. But big up Saeed, big up Lee, big up Judes, big up Roms every time, man.
Come on, man. Big up, man. George, big up to you, man. Love as always, man.
Same way, man. Big up. Thank you for having me on again. Big up to the panel. It's been a very good show. Yeah, I've got Durag Diaries, the Tottenham Brighton reviews out now on the channel. So go there, go show some love on that video. But like Don said, I should be having some more lives this week. Hopefully bring Deji in and have like I think we might have a little emergency meeting for Tottenham, man. That's what you might have to do. There's some problems that need to be addressed, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and yeah, we need to speak about it. So hopefully have a live this week on that. But apart from that, man, big up panel, good show. And yeah, man, thank you for having me on, Saeed.
Come on, man. Big up to you. And obviously we got man like Roms, Total Media, 851. Make sure you follow on the social.
You know what? When it happens, but there's actually a new channel me and my guys are doing a podcast on. When it's up and running, I'll let you know. But for now, that one.
Come on, man. Big up to you. Yeah, 8 more likes until 1,000 people, man. Make sure you go and get that right now. Yeah, Mo's going live. Okay, we'll redirect to Mo. Mo's going live right now. Go check his channel out. There we go. He's going live now, people. Go raid his chat. Saeed TV live, people. And yeah, I'll see you lot 5:30 for the Straight Jacket podcast. We're out. Peace.